Scientist. I bet you're ready for of a nerdy guy working with some explosive and colorful stuff, doing some calculations and a lot more. But do you have an idea how science is made today? Well, there's a scientific methodology. You first need to make some observations. Second, you should ask yourself a question and suggest hypotheses for that. Then conduct experiments and make conclusions. But what you never think about is how scientists know the protocol to be performed, or more, why they register all the data that is collected. Well, let's answer the first question. The protocols can be found in articles already published from co-workers or even from companies that sell scientific materials. And for the second question is that they have to handwrite everything, every single step of the work in a lab notebook. Easy, huh? I wouldn't say that. As a scientist myself, and due to 74 interviews, we discovered that the bottom is still a long way off. Scientists always complain about the time they lost and how boring it is to record all the experiments. That includes the process of handwriting and also printing graphs or photos of the results. They also told us that they have to be really careful to not jump any step of the protocol, as all the steps are written side by side. The other problem is that they just have access to this data when they are in the lab. Because there is a rule, the lab notebook should never leave the lab. As you might have read before, there are a lot of bad consequences for those issues. In reality, is that they simply don't write all of the work they do, and ends up with trust in their memories. In the middle of their research, they found themselves not being as organized as they should be, and all of the data are spread in different places. So I guess you know what happens. Everything becomes a mess, and suddenly a lot of data is lost. For be precise, 70% of all data produced. And there is more, they also lose money. Not only because sometimes they have to repeat the experiments that they lost the information of, but also when they dispute for patents, for example. Imagine if a patent that worth billions, like CRISPR patent, would be decided by a lab notebook. Yes, this is happening. Now you should be asking yourself, is there a solution for those problems? Well, what about considering an electronic lab notebook that makes the annotation easier and has some amazing features like a dynamic protocol? Let me introduce you beThink. It's a mobile and web solution to speed up scientific production. Using beThink, scientists can make them a profile, record audios, videos, take photos. And trust me, this is not Facebook. With beThink, it's easy to upload or download protocols that are really dynamic, as is one for DNA purification. And don't forget the great user experience and that all of your data can be found in just one place. We also bet on the security of the beThink, where you should not be worried who has access to your research. Now you are able to stop spending a lot of time writing your daily activities. You can change and start investing your energy in the cool parts of science. beThink is made from scientists to scientists. And because of these already known problems faced by scientists, the electronic notebook market is growing more than 10% per year. In Brazil, people know the importance of a good lab notebook, as we can see in the Institute of Biological Science at the University of São Paulo, where they have a standardized lab notebook. So our idea is to show a product to companies of research and development, public and private, like universities. The product has license depending on the number of users. Our idea has shown to be a very suitable solution, as it has already been awarded in the first place of the University of São Paulo Hackathon, named Using Technology to Improve Scientific Production. We also have an association with the University of São Paulo to test our product in 10 of the labs. beThink has enchanted a lot of professors and students. We are spreading our idea through congress, symposiums and other scientific events. So don't waste your time. To know more, click on the link below to check our work and some information about us. We are open to anyone, just send us an email. beThink, gaste energia com o que importa.